What's up, guys? Boom, baby. We're back for another jewelry review. We got the jacoje style right here. They got the new box, the lime green. It's pretty cool. Um, it has like a matte finish to it, which is nice. They slide out like this. They got the cards in them with all the information on it, like this. Little card right here. It's got the information on it right there. I don't know if it's because the window's open. It's kind of hard to get a focused look here for you. Hold on one second. There it is. Heavy link, 3 millimeters, 20 inch. They put the grams in there, but that was including the pendant, so it definitely weighs less than that. I'll weigh it out for you guys. Packed by Braden, 14 karat. Yeah, I like this color. I like the new boxes. They threw the sticker in there. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all these stickers that they give to you. I gotta put them on something. Maybe on my Nespresso machine. I've been putting a bunch of stickers on there just for fun. But first and foremost, customer service. Braden over at jacoje. I want to give a huge shout out to the guy just because he's been nothing but helpful to me, answering emails back and forth. He did something for me that he really honestly didn't have to do. And I'm not going to really go into it in detail, but he really took care of me. And for that, he has a loyal customer in me. I'll be buying my jewelry from him for how he's taking care of me. And it also, I'll give you guys a little bit of a review on both chains that I got. This is 2 chains and a pendant. The pendant that I got is the American Gold Eagle. Actually, I just noticed it actually has the jacoje imprinted on it with 14K on the outside bail. But the coin itself is actually 22 karat, which is pretty cool, I believe. But it comes like this. Really nicely made. I believe the coin itself is 22 karat. It's got a nice bail space, so you can fit it on a bigger chain if you want. And that's kind of what I was doing. You know, I was originally gonna wear it on the 3 millimeter heavy link, but I decided to maybe put it on a different chain just because it's a little bit overpowering for the 3 millimeter heavy link. I do have a 4 millimeter Franco that it fits kind of perfectly on. I'll show you the weight. For this pendant, it's actually pretty heavy too. So you kind of want like a good size chain to hold it on, and I feel it fits nicely with the 4 millimeter Franco size. I feel like that's like the perfect size. The pendant actually weighs 22 grams, which is a pretty solid heavy pendant. And I really like it because it's round. It's got a nice round look to it. I'm not a huge pendant wearer, but I do have a couple of pendants that I really like. This is definitely my new favorite pendant. And this is the 3 millimeter heavy link that I actually have on right now at 20 inches. For me personally, I like 20-inch chains for pendants. Even 18. I don't have like the biggest neck. I have a thick neck, but for some reason the chains seem to hang pretty well off of my neck. So this is a 20-inch chain, and it has my little nail cross with the diamonds in there. Kind of hard to see. I'll take this off so you can kind of get a better look at it. But yeah, I like 20-inch chains, or maybe even 18. I've yet to own an 18-inch. I've been a little bit skeptical. I don't want like a choker, you know what I mean? But I do like the shorter look when you wear a pendant because of the fact that when I have a longer chain and I have a pendant on it, it just brings that chain down to like a triangular look like this. And I don't really like that. I like when the chain kind of hangs more roundish. So the shorter the chain, the more of a round look you're going to get, where it's not going to pull so much. It'll look more like that than it will like this. And I don't really like that look too much, where it's kind of just hanging. It takes away from the chain's look and the presence of the chain. So for me, that's kind of why I put this pendant on this chain, you know, because this pendant's a little bit smaller, a little bit lighter, and it kind of fits perfectly to this size. Now, the chain definitely looks bigger on camera, um, but it has a nice glare to it. It really has a nice finish. They have this 18 karat kind of plating on these heavy links. And I did hear someone mention that the 3 millimeter, the odd numbers on the heavy links have like tighter links for some reason, which I think give a nicer look. But yeah, so this pendant, it kind of goes nicely with this chain. It's got like it's got diamonds in it. Kind of hard to focus on there close. There you go. There you go. It's got a nice diamonds and the nail cross. I like that bow in the middle. Really cool pendant. The pendant's not from jacoje, but the chain is beautiful and it fits perfect with this pendant. So I was really happy about that. And I'll weigh the heavy link out for you. It is at 3 millimeters, 20 inch. So it's not the biggest chain, but that's kind of the purpose that I have for it. It's more of like an everyday wear for me. And, you know, I go to the gym and train and stuff like that, work out a lot. So I wanted something that I wouldn't feel too much. It was comfortable. It actually weighs the same as the pendant, 22 grams. That's crazy. So that's a heavy pendant. Yeah, so, you know, I knew that this pendant that I already had, this cross, which I really like, it would fit really well. The only thing is that with these heavy links, they do kind of have like a different kind of gold color to them, a little bit more yellowish. So sometimes it'll be hard to match certain things, but I'm not really like worried about that too much. There's a lot of diamonds on this cross, so it's not even like you could see the gold that much, you know? You kind of just see more of like the diamonds on it, but really comfortable chain, light chain, you know, 20 inches. I'll take the hoodie off so you can get like a better look at like what we're dealing with as far as like length goes and look goes with the pendant. You see what I'm saying? So for me, it's important that the chain, when there is a pendant, doesn't get pulled so much. You see what I'm saying? It's more of a round look. So even at 18 inches, you're looking at like right there. And I don't mind that, you know, I don't mind that short look, that comfortable look when I'm working out. It's not really bouncing up in my face. So that's important to me. Comfort is important. So even an 18 inch with a pendant is recommended, you know. I think 20 inches looks nice just if you don't want to get too tight with the chain. All right, so I'll tuck this bad boy in. And guys, the prices, jacoje's prices are by the gram. He charges, you know, doesn't charge much extra. There go the dogs flipping. Probably got another delivery, Amazon or something. Who knows? Just keep the packages coming, you know, because that's what keeps, you know, you feel great. You know, another package, happy. What can you do? Unbelievable. Perfect timing. But yeah, with this pendant, you know, I thought it was really cool how they designed it. You could see in the edges there and the sides, they kind of have the coin like inside the little holder. It's kind of hard to give you a good focus here. I gotta get this down better, but you see that? It's kind of in the middle. It's in between, but yeah, the sun's really not helping me here. There we go. I gotta get a little, oh, okay, little angle there. Beautiful. So that's kind of what you're dealing with here. The gold on this is kind of making me want to get more of like an 18 karat chain. 22 is probably a little too, you know, I need something a little durable. I'm looking at maybe that 5 millimeter 20-inch rope chain, 18 karat. I think that'd be a great pairing with this. Like I said, 20 inches. It'll hang like right about here. It won't be, you know, dangling and bouncing too much. I'll keep it a little bit tighter up here in case I'm moving around and stuff. But yeah, it's about the size of a quarter. So, you know, they have smaller options. He hooked me up with this bigger option. And I like it, you know. I figure out a way to pair it, and it's a really nice pendant. Really nicely done. And the bail is honestly like, some people, they put a bail on these pendants that you can't fit it on the chain that you want it on, and that's important. He gave good space on the bail. See all the space there? That's really important for if you want to, fit it on a bigger chain. If you like a look more like a smaller pendant and you want the chain to hold its presence, you could fit a big chain in here and have the pendant be a little bit smaller. Or you could fit a thinner chain in here and maybe the pendant stands out more, whatever you like. But it came in this little pouch, so that was cool. And then we went ahead and we did something different. Because I'll be honest, I'm more of a 22-inch guy for the chain length. 20 with a pendant, like I said, but just solitaire chain, I go 22 inches. That's where it sits the best for me. So I was looking at the link chains because I don't have any more link chains. I used to have a Cuban. I got rid of that. I've been looking at the flat curbs, and I was looking at the jacoje curb, which has different names, but I went ahead and went with the jacoje curb just because this bad boy, it has a nice shine to it. It really does have like a little, almost like an S. You see all the S's, the sideways S's. I thought it looked really sharp. I went with the 5.5 millimeters here, and it just shines, man. This thing shines in the light. It's heavy duty. It's really durable. And, it was the perfect thickness. It's got the big clasp on it right there. As you see, it's got the logo. It says Fancy on it. I guess the same company that makes the Francos. 14 karat. And I went with the 22-inch. I went with the 24-inch, which is not something I usually do. The only reason I really went with that length was if I wanted to layer something, I have a longer, thicker chain here where if I want to pair something, I can wear something shorter. If I get a different chain at 22 inches, which is most of my chains, it's going to be able to be layered. So let me throw this bad boy on. You could see the length kind of in comparison to a 20-inch like that. It's much different, you know what I mean? But these solitaire chains, these link chains, they sit very nice and round, long like that. So if you like pairing and you want to be able to fit a pendant in between without it, hitting into it or hanging over it, this is like a look that you can go for right here. I'm not a huge fan of this look. I like more of chain and chain. Probably a little bit less millimeters thickness on the inside and then a little thicker on the outside. But man, this chain just, it's comfortable. I wore it all yesterday, and honestly, I forgot I had it on. Very comfortable chain to wear. That's another reason why I do like these link chains. Just the comfort aspect, you don't really feel it. And then the way that it sits, I just wanted something a little different. Everyone's got the Miami Cuban. This kind of has a little bit of that effect, but it has a different design to it. It's very thick on the side view angle. If I can get it up close for you and you can kind of see what I'm talking about with how thick it can get. Like, let me see. It's kind of hard to see with this lighting, but you see it right there. See how thick that is on the side view? I mean, that has like a crazy presence side view. The side neck presence is great. The style of the chain, the comfort, everything's really cool about it. And like I said, I went 24 inches just with this one because this is probably my thickest chain right now. I do have one other bigger chain, but I wear those as, just standalone chains for the most part. Also, if you have a hoodie on, this thing, is long enough. I can throw it over my head. There's a lot of just comfort aspects to this length, which is why I went with it. If you have a hoodie, you could wear it inside. You could throw it outside. It'll still hang over because it's long enough. If you got a 20-inch chain, 22, you wear a hoodie. Like there's no, you're not wearing it on the outside. It's just how it is. So I'll weigh this for you guys. This comes in the big pouch. I got the rose gold, a little different. And this is, this has some good weight to it. I mean, you can hear it. It's got some solid weight to it. I believe it was like near 50. Yeah, 60 grams. So 60 grams is a good weight for this. 5.5 millimeter. I would say go up in millimeters if you want something that kind of stands out a little bit. They do have these in smaller sizes, but to me, like this 5.5 is like the way to go with this chain. If you want something smaller, something lighter, you can do like a 4 millimeter or like a 3.5. I think they have. But I just like the different design to this. It's just a little bit different than a Miami Cuban, which, everybody has that. So I just wanted something different. And like I said, a nice link chain that goes over the head, nice and easy. That's the one thing I like about 24. I'll say this, 24 just hangs just a little too low for my liking. Like I would like this chain right about there, just for where I want it to sit, for my preference. But then I can't get it over my head. You got to deal with the clasp thing. So I kind of was just like, you know what? I'm going to go with a longer chain and see how that feels. And it's not too bad. It's not like it hangs too low. It's just a different style. Like I'm a shorter guy. So, sometimes it just looks weird to me when it's hanging so low down. But my chest area is right here. Like it is still in like the middle of my chest. So it's not a big deal. But also for me, like I was saying, the layering aspect was a big factor for me with this chain. I kind of had a purpose. The clasp is very well made, very sturdy, big clasp. Some people are a huge fan of the bigger clasp. I actually don't mind like the regular standard clasp that comes on the 3 millimeter on the heavy link here. There's just the regular clasp. It kind of flows with the chain a little bit better. These kind of stand out a little more. And I think they're a little more durable. But I do have my millimeter thing here. We will measure it for you. I know it's right on. Jacoje, he does great business. He's honest with his work, which is, very important for a lot of people. And usually everything is just right on point. No issues. So this was a 5.5 millimeter, and actually, this is like, yeah, this is like closer to 6. Honestly, it's like right on 6 millimeters, like right below it. So I have been thinking about getting the digital millimeter measuring, just because with this it's a little bit harder to get like a perfect gauge on like all the millimeters and everything, perfect measurements. But yeah, so I mean, this is even probably a little better than 5.5 millimeters. It's closer to 6, which is kind of cool. And like I said, you want to layer it. You have different options like this, where you can put like a pendant underneath, have it hang and not hit. Or you can wear a chain at 22 inches and it'll kind of hang like right here, right below it, which, I'll have a rope chain. And I have that Franco, the Franco that I have is 4 millimeters, so that would look pretty cool. That's at 22 inches, but this is more like my everyday look right here. Got a nice shine, different style to it. It's got the facets on the side. And then this has that nice flat look to it. Very comfortable. But yeah, I would highly recommend jacoje, guys. All the gold looks clean, looks really nice. The prices are reasonable from what I've seen on my research, and just to be able to communicate with him and get a lot of good feedback, responses, and information from him has been great. And honestly, just really appreciate what he did for me for this order. It honestly came the next day. He said it shipped it. He gave me the tracking. Next day air. Showed up at my door the next day. I was really happy about that. He didn't have to do that either. It could have been 2 days, 3 days, whatever, but he took care of me, and for that I'm grateful, and I'm a loyal customer. I am really excited to get something 18 karat. Let me know what you guys recommend, what you think. I was looking at ropes. Durability does mean something to me because I am very active, but at the same time, I can choose to wear this chain at dinner and not wear it, going for a run or going to the gym, whatever, sweating, this and that, bouncing around. So, this is like more my chain where I'll wear it every day. I won't really feel it. It's small. I could tuck it in. It's not going to, get affected. But 18 karat wise, I'm looking at a couple of different options. I'm either going to go Franco, which is, I already have a 4mm diamond cut, so it's like I don't really want to get the same chain, just 18 karat, although I've heard that the 18 karat distinctive difference in the Francos is more, it's more obvious than in rope chains and other chains. I think the Cuban, Miami Cuban, you can see a big difference in the yellow, orangish, and then the Franco, you can see it as well. The ropes, you don't see it as much. So I'm not sure if it's worth going with the rope 18 karat, but the best bang for your buck is the rope because it's not the heaviest, So you're going to pay a little bit less for that 18 karat, where a little bit less for more presence. 5mm, I was looking at 5mm 18 karat rope, or I was looking at maybe going to a little bit smaller size with a Franco or a Miami Cuban. Let me know what you guys think with the 18 karat. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'm going to try to do more of these, stay more active on the channel. Please give a follow, subscribe, and shop jacoje, baby. Boom.